Hello, everybody, and welcome to Secre Keepers Club. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Carly Aquilino.
I'm Emma Willmann.
Emma laughs hysterical every time I do the fucking
I don't know,
intro.
It just makes me happy.
And why does it make you happy?
I don't know. It's just fun.
Because I sound
happy. It's like
happy.
fun time. Yeah, and it's like, we're
like,
going to have fun.
We're here. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you guys.
It's Monday or whatever day you're listening to it. And we're just so happy. Thank you guys for sharing this. Thank you for subscribing and writing reviews on us. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you to people who say that things make you feel not so alone.
Right.
That's a nice one.
Right. I mean, to not feel alone is
huge.
A true... Yeah, that's a huge thing.
Huge.
Yeah.
That makes things really worth it.
We have such a fun little group of people that come out. I forgot to say this, and by the time this airs, it's going to be like 90 years ago that this happened. But I was in the airport on my way to San Francisco a few weeks ago, and I was eating yogurt at 6 a.m.
Nice.
In the
it was 6
airport.
a.m.?
Yes.
Someone recognized you at 6 a.m.?
In the airport.
Wow.
Looking a mess. Eating yogurt and crunching up a Nature's Valley bar and putting it in the yogurt.
Nice.
Because that's what chefs do, probably. And I was eating that, and a girl came up to me and said that she loves the podcast and she loves you.
Did she go Carly, or did she just come up and go?
She said Carly.
She was sure it was you.
And I said hi, and I was so embarrassed because the yogurt, And
it could have been so much worse.
It could have been worse
in terms of things you're eating.
Yeah, I guess it kind of is healthy, right?
Healthy,
but I was squishing up a granola bar and putting it in the yogurt.
That's good.
That's fine,
it's
right?
It's good, totally.
It's like,
fine.
Wow, what are you, a fucking
you weren't
fitness guru?
Yeah, you weren't like. You could have been really.
Yeah, I could have been eating McDonald's or something.
Yeah, like licking the bag. Just gross.
All right. Well, I'm actually happy then.
You could have been me sleeping on the floor of the airport, which I've done before.
Yeah, no, we know.
Yeah.
We know all about that.
That would be tough to get recognized then.
Right.
I think I'd deny it.
Oh, I wouldn't. I would be like,
I
was sleeping in the airport.
Emma, I'd be like, not Emma Willmann.
The only reason,
wrong.
That it's weird that you slept on the floor in the airport is because you slept on the floor in the airport in New York City.
Yeah.
So it's like you weren't in another city where you don't live.
And I wasn't leaving. I was coming back, but it was really early.
You were going home anyway. By the time you found a place to snuggle up, you could have been in a cab sleeping and then at home sleeping.
Yeah, I was just like, I was going to rest for a little bit, and then I had rented out my apartment, so I had to wait until 4 o'clock.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I got my whole little business going.
Yeah, Emma's got an Airbnb side hustle.
Wait, there was some other job I thought of another job that we could do, too.
Oh, okay.
Esthetician.
Just so you know.
Did you get trained in that already?
I'm a licensed esthetician.
Yeah, so that's good. Because when I went in today to get my facial, I was like, I think I could do this.
Yes, you could.
Mm-hmm.
You could. And you would be good at it, too, because you have to be a person that is calming. Yeah, and you have to be you have to make people feel comfortable.
Right.
But I'm a licensed esthetician.
Does that license hold up?
Yeah.
You don't have to get it renewed or anything?
You pay $25 every few years.
So you could just set up shop right now?
I could do it right now. Do you want a facial?
Oh, God. Maybe not one of those blood facials.
Hey.
Maybe.
You said my skin looks great.
Your skin looks great. And
you just said that when we were
awesome.
On our way up here.
And the woman said that blood facials are totally legit. Because she was really she's like, I'm not into gimmicks or none of this. Like, she told me I didn't need to use toner. She was like, I just keep it super simple, no fragrances, all natural, everything. Keep it simple. And then I was like, what about blood facials? And she was like, those are good.
Yeah, they are. Because it's your own stuff.
Yeah.
It's nothing foreign. You can't have a weird reaction to it. It's not something noticeable. But what did she tell you to use on your face, skincare wise?
Cetaphil, the Cetaphil most basic one.
Yep.
And then there's this moisturizer she said I could use. I actually have a sample of it on me. Maybe we could get them to sponsor us.
I use, this is a little fun fact, and
Let's
if you guys are listening, a lot of people ask me for my skincare routine. This is a part of my skincare routine. Apple cider vinegar to wash my face.
Yeah, that stuff is really good.
It's a
to wash
natural
your face?
Disinfectant. Yeah, well, I usually wash my face with something and then I'll put on a cotton ball or a paper towel, apple cider vinegar, and it clears up my if I'm having acne or any type of thing, because it's like a antibacterial thing.
This is called Vanny Cream.
Okay, I don't want it.
I had never heard of it.
It sounds crazy. Let me see.
It does kind of for
Vanny cream.
It
is called Vanny cream.
Apple cider vinegar is like really good.
I know. I drink it. I put it on my face.
That's I'm going all in. I was like, whatever it takes, lady.
I mean, all natural stuff is so good.
I gotta do it, especially because I'd been spending all this money on like fancy moisturizers, and then she was like, it's not good, and it smells weird, and she was like, that's very bad.
Your skin looks great, and I saw you in the coffee shop downstairs before we came up.
No makeup.
Your head was wrapped in a bandage.
Yep, still had the bandage from the facial.
I don't know why.
Walking down the street as though I just escaped the hospital.
Did you get head surgery?
Yes.
Or did you get a facial?
Head surgery. It's about time.
In a cast. You had a cast on your head.
Also, we walked into the recording room to record, and there's handcuffs on the table.
Right, exactly.
I don't know what Chris is trying to do.
I know, Chris. We know what you're doing.
What kind of passive-aggressive...
I walked in. I was like, oh, hey, Chris, what are these? He's like, I don't know. I don't know who put those there. I was like, okay.
And the keys are there.
The keys are there, so...
I had a bad handcuffing experience.
Ooh, tell me about it.
This is bad. This is bad and stupid and lots of things.
Okay.
I was dating this person that was like really into like kinky stuff, like way back in the day. And this was like someone where I like pretended I had more experience with it.
Okay.
So we're in Boston. And it was around Thanksgiving time, and
nice.
Why were we staying at my mom's?
Because it was Thanksgiving.
Around Thanksgiving time, yeah. But my special needs uncle was staying at my mom's too. So my mom got me and my girlfriend like a little room at the apartment building. You could like rent room for guests.
Oh, cute.
So me and the girl are staying down there. I bring the handcuffs down. The bed had something, and I handcuffed her to the bed. Okay. I remember that. I remember specifically doing it, and then I realized I didn't have the key.
Okay.
But me losing...
Very typical of Emma.
Very typical of Emma. And that's like a sore spot in most of my relationships because it's like, oh, okay, like you got to get it together.
You made 10 sets of house keys for your new apartment and lost all 10.
Yeah.
So there's 10 people in the city that have your house keys.
Those were working good. And then the building switched keys.
Yeah.
Now I have some fancy key that everyone is only allowed one.
Wait, I have a fancy key too.
It's too fancy. I have booby trap keys all over the city. I know what you're
talking about. Is it this one?
It's this black key that I just...
This one.
No. But
see, this is a fancy one. You
those are the fancy ones, and you can't get them made.
You can't get them made unless you have the special card. Did the locksmith give you the card?
No.
You have to, if you take the card,
this is like a plastic
they
key.
make you. Yeah, that's what I did because the person next door to me got robbed, and it was the guy that lives in the building. It was a guy that worked in the building. So I called up the manager and I was like, I'm getting a new lock, and you're fucking paying for it.
Absolutely.
So
I'm not getting no way.
Okay, so you lose your handcuff
key, but I didn't want her to realize that. So I was like, okay, I'm the one that handcuffed her. I'm in control here, and I knew it was just up in the apartment. I was like, it's in the little sex bag that I brought over
at my mom's house.
At my mom's house,
right?
And so I tried to make it like part of the game. I was like, you're gonna stay down here handcuffed, and I'm gonna
go eat lunch.
You're gonna get it when I get back. Like I tried to like keep it cool.
Yeah.
And she was like into it. She bought it. I'm like, thank God. So then I leave and I run upstairs, take the elevator up, get upstairs, boom, my special needs uncle right at the door, and he's like, hey. And I was like, hey Zeke. And then I didn't want to rush him because then he gets like frazzled.
Right.
Talk to him. My stuff was in the room he was staying in. I had to find it. The whole thing took about maybe half an hour. So by the time I got down there, she was pissed.
Yeah, I mean, I would be pissed
She was really pissed. She's like, you lost the keys. And she's like, I could have been thirsty. I could have had to pee. Like, this
all right, well, that's not the worst.
Yeah.
You know.
She was pissed.
I could have been thirsty.
She was like, you didn't see if you had the key before you handcuffed me?
No, bitch.
No, I guess I didn't.
I didn't. And guess what? If you keep giving me an attitude, you're never getting out.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't you shut the fuck up?
So, yeah.
I'm the boss. I'm the man one.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. I didn't lose the key.
Lose the key. You lost the key.
I never had the key.
Yeah. I don't even... What key? It's like a booby trap one. It's like fake handcuffs.
I mean, these are fake... Were they like real police officer handcuffs?
No.
Look, if you go like
she
this...
She could have shimmied out.
But also, if you go like this, it opens it. You don't need the key to take these off. These are like... it's just like a
Those are kid
costume.
Ones. The cops and robbers ones?
Well, yeah.
They were more heavy duty than this. I remember that. I don't think I've handcuffed up someone since then.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
probably
want
don't.
To. I'm scared.
Maybe don't do anything that involves keys.
Yeah.
Does your girlfriend have a set of keys to your apartment?
I gave her a key,
And then you lost them?
No, these two ones I haven't lost yet. Thank God.
Yeah,
it hasn't been long since
my boyfriend has a key, my best friend has a key, and my dad has a key.
Smart.
So...
all the fancy key?
No, my dad has my dad and my boyfriend have the fancy key. My best friend has a regular key that gets you into the front door. But if I ever need her to do
something,
if I never need her to get in there, I could.
You could figure it out. I could. You got it set up.
Yeah, I could put it in the mailbox or something. She has my mailbox key.
Because you're not trying to get locked out.
Right. Okay, so do you want to jump in right into questions? I'm feeling a little. I'm a little. I think I have my period right now.
I'm getting mine too. Tomorrow I should be getting it.
For the last 5 months, and I went to the gyno for this months ago, but I've just been spotting and I don't fully get my period, and it freaks me out.
That you have?
And the gyno said it could just be because I'm with someone new and it's just a change of pheromones and stuff like that. But I'm I don't know.
You guys have been together a little while now, too.
Yeah, she was give it another month, and then I was okay. But for the last it's been 4 months that this has been happening.
Get the mood cycle you're about to?
Yes, and I get cramps, but it's 2 drops of
weird.
It's so weird. So I'm if this happens again next month, I'm going to have to go back and she's going to be girl, you're crazy. But it's I want to have my period just to feel normal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you get it on that thing? Carly's got the IUD.
I have the IUD, but I have the copper IUD, so I get my period.
Okay.
The other IUD that's hormonal, you never get your period.
Which seems odd. To never get it?
I want to get mine because I want to just know what's going on.
Yeah, and also, where does it go?
Yeah, I couldn't handle not getting it. Exactly.
It's where does it go?
Where the eggs at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I really hope that's the name of the episode. Where the eggs at?
Where the eggs at?
Yeah, my dad asked the same thing when I remember those period underwear where you don't have to.
Yes.
Yeah, my dad was that's a good product idea, but so where does the period go? I was oh, Dad.
Well, it goes in the underwear.
Supposedly.
The period underwear that you gave away on your on the podcast?
Yeah, when you said this podcast with period underwear.
Emma had a period podcast that was you go in and you talk about your period. I was on it.
Which is kind of a fun idea.
Hey, but I never got a pair of those underwear.
They should have mailed them to you.
Hey.
The company's now out of business.
Oh, all right. Well, it's too late now.
And then they switched it over. Then this other company that had it, the CEO got in trouble for harassing a woman. The female CEO got in trouble for harassing a woman.
Jesus Christ.
Just everything's going to shit.
I mean,
it's crazy.
I'll just free
straight female CEO was harassing another straight woman.
All right. Well, there you go.
So
yeah, we're not going to support any
type
of companies like that.
Nope.
Okay. I want to read one email first and foremost that I got today on my way here. I was sitting on the train.
Ooh, perfect timing.
And the title is, "This Podcast Changed My Sex Life." So I'm intrigued.
Very hooked.
Okay. And I had already picked out which emails we were going to read, and I saw this one. I said, you know what? I got to give this one a little shout out, a little read. So it says, "Dear Carly and Emma, you two are amazing and make me laugh out loud literally every week at work. I've been following since the beginning and tried to write this in before, but giving it another shot. In parentheses, another opportunity to seek everything I've ever wanted." So in an early episode, you two told a story about your friend rubbing her vagina juice behind her ears, and then the dude that consequently rubbed his ball sweat behind his ears. So that was a story that I had told about my friend who is a gay man, that he interviewed a sex therapist and she said to rub your juices behind your ear.
She said for women to do that?
For women to do that because it attracts people to you. And then my friend thought that he could do that with his ball sweat. And he put his ball sweat behind his ear, and I was like, it's not the same. It's different juices.
Shouldn't he do it with his cum? Wouldn't that be the equivalent of it?
I don't even think so, because our stuff isn't that's not what that is.
I don't know what's going on.
It's just you stuff.
Right.
So anyway, so
he tried.
Yeah, he tried. Amazing. Well, shortly after that episode, I had fancy plans with my boyfriend, and we hadn't boned in 2 weeks, so let's just say I was ready to get jiggy with it.
Absolutely.
For some reason, when I was getting ready, I decided to double tap the puss and rub it behind my ears. He legit told me 4 times throughout our date how good I smelled and that he couldn't wait to get me home, and asked me if I had gotten a new perfume. He was ravenous. He literally brought it up so much that I started cracking up about it and had to tell him what I had done. He already knows I'm a fucking weirdo, so he wasn't that surprised that I tried this, but he couldn't believe the coincidence. By now, of course, I've told all my girlfriends about the story because I can't not tell everyone my business, especially when I think it's hilarious. And now they've all tried it / started doing it and had similar experience with it. Now it's a thing, and we've named it vabbing, vagina dabbing. Bye. Love you guys lots.
Wow. Where are they based out of?
I wish I knew. I don't know. I would love it for her to drop a pin.
Yeah,
This is so interesting.
What a good name.
And you want to know what? I'm going to try it. And I'm going to see if my boyfriend realizes that I did it. But I'm not going to do it now because, like I just said, I think I have my period.
Right.
Now's not a good time for me. But next week, I'm going to try it. And I'll let you guys know, too.
Please.
Yeah, because I feel like maybe...
Vabbing?
Vabbing.
That's really funny.
So maybe that sex therapist knew what she was, stinking talking about.
Huh. I feel bad for the one girl who's going to do it, and that's how she realizes she has, like, a weird imbalance in the scent department.
Right,
You know what I mean? Because, like, all her friends are going to be like, he loves it. And then she's going to be like,
and she's going to be like, he broke up with me. Yeah.
And that's going to suck real bad.
It's inevitable.
But because it's going to be like 1 out of 15 at least that's going to have some kind of problem.
Yep.
People are going to be like, whoa, what happened?
So I just think that is so freaking funny.
That's so funny.
I was like,
Vab. It makes sense. It's pheromones. It's like animalistic.
Yeah, it's your exactly, and that's what it is. Yep. And I don't even think it necessarily has a smell. I think it's your own smell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, and it's like hot to think of someone doing that for you, too.
Yeah, it's kind of
like, mean?
I don't know if you've ever felt this way, but you know when someone like has a little bit of, not like bad BO, but a little bit of BO, and you're like an animal.
Yeah, if you like them, you gotta really
you
like
have to
them.
love them.
If you like the person, then you're like, yeah, I want to get that you all over me.
Yeah.
But if you don't,
but it's
like,
just their natural smell.
Right.
That's an interesting thing, and you know what? I'm gonna try it, and Emma's gonna try it too.
Okay.
And maybe Emma's gonna find a boyfriend.
What? Let's see what's gonna happen. There's just gonna be a line of guys like, no, this was not what I wanted.
This was an experiment.
Not what I had in mind.
I'm not interested in you. Okay, so next one.
Maybe I should try because it's hard to feel attractive with skin problems. Do you feel that way when you have it?
I do.
Because my skin was so clear for a while, and then it started breaking out again, and then it's like it just makes you. It's more frustrating than ever because it had been clear.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny because I have like a pimple right here.
Can't even see it
in the middle. Well, it's not like it's not
but you
bulbous,
can feel
but
it.
I can feel it.
Yep.
And I just am like, oh, like it's the smallest thing, but it can make you feel like shit.
Yeah, you feel it
for the whole fucking day.
Totally, and you don't want to get your face up in someone else's face,
right?
Because
right. I was kissing my boyfriend the other day, and then I go to the bathroom and look in the mirror. I'm like, oh, I have a full beard,
right?
And you didn't fucking tell me.
He's like, well, what was I gonna say?
He's like, I didn't know. I was like, I have a beard. How did you not know that I have a beard? Also, how did I not know that I have a beard?
Like need to shave?
It was a mustache, like just like little, yeah. And then I was doing a face mask, and it was like one of those.
You could see the hairs like sticking out.
Hairs.
Yeah, that's the worst. You're like, oh, I have another face under my face.
Yeah,
poking out of my face.
What's the point in the face mask?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that's great. Vabbing. What a name.
Vabbing. We're
very
doing it.
Clever.
We're trying it. I'm going to do it, girl. And that's just because of you. I never thought about doing it before, but I'm going to think about it.
I have an idea.
Okay.
What if there's a way to have some kind of product in there where it's like, obviously it wouldn't necessarily be needed, but it could be like the vabbing stick or something where it's like, if you use this, you do tap, tap, and then you put it behind your ear. And then it's like, we could sell this idea.
Yeah, but how are you going to sell people their own vagina juice?
That's what we'd have to figure out.
Well, you can't.
But what if we had a little stick, a little poker, like a little dabby
like
thing?
A little cotton swab?
Something like that.
You order it and it's just cotton swabs.
Yeah, but it's got a cool packaging.
Q-tips.
And it's like the vabber.
The vabbing. Vabbing. And then it's like, get yourself, guarantee, get yourself a man.
Absolutely.
Which you can't really even be guaranteeing that. But
some kind of little stick to make this really catch on.
And if this happens, we're giving this girl 20%.
Yeah, you go figure it out and help us out.
Yeah, maybe if you figure it out. How about this? You invent it.
You do the work.
Promote it on the podcast.
Absolutely.
So,
done and done.
Of your guys, if you invent anything, let us know and we'll promote it on the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't really care what it is.
Likewise.
Because you guys are loyal and we want to be loyal to you.
Yeah,
okay?
I'd be if anyone invented anything, I would love to hear how you did that.
Maybe don't tell Emma because she tried to invent a couple of things.
Yeah, it's hard.
You have a patent.
Pending.
Patent pending.
It's hard to get a patent.
It is hard to get a patent.
It's so hard, and it's really hard. And then someone else can have it, and they change it just a smidge, and then it's theirs.
And then you would have to pay them if you wanted to even make the invention. I look up patents because there's something called Google Patents.
Yes.
And if you think of something that you want to patent, you can look up and see if it already exists. Everything I've ever looked up, I'm like, I have a brilliant idea. I have a brilliant invention because my dream has always been to just invent something.
How nice would that be?
Every single one of my inventions has already been taken.
What's the weirdest one?
The weirdest one...
And the patent language is confusing.
I mean, I don't have time to be reading it. I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm an asshole and you're smart.
Did you see what the lotto is up to right now? I don't play the lotto, but it's like something $1 billion.
Yeah, it's like 1.6 billion.
I couldn't handle that.
Mega Millions.
I'd retire, I think. Pretty sure.
Think?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I like doing comedy. I'd still want to do podcasts.
If I just
would be on here like, wow, I'm rich.
Yeah, you would not be relatable anymore.
No, but I'd pay people to listen.
Yeah,
$10 an episode.
It would be chill. I think that if I won, I wouldn't tell anyone.
That actually people are trying to do that now.
Yeah,
because then people
you don't
come
have to
after
tell
you.
Anybody. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, I was
just reading about that.
Yeah, I think some states you do have to. You can't
disclose.
Anonymously claim it, and then other ones. I think New York State you can claim it and not.
Oh,
have
that's
anyone
a
know.
gift.
Fuck that.
Because
I don't want anyone knowing.
People know. I mean, everybody.
I'll have too many friends, and I don't want them.
Right.
Get them out of here.
Totally. Everybody would. I'd just probably give it to my mom to figure out what to do with it. Because if it was up to me,
I would be fine. I would be like, I'm gonna buy a sensible apartment.
I would get an apartment. I would
get a brownstone
for sure.
I would get a brownstone, make it really nice.
$1 billion,
and then I would donate a bunch of money.
Yeah, because $1 billion, you get a brownstone for like $5 million, right? And then you have like $1 billion left over.
Right.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I would figure out how to
save
spend it.
You have to save the water, do something good.
I would donate probably half of it.
For sure. Well, I donate 25%. 15.
Yeah.
I'd give away $1 million.
Yeah, $1 million is good.
Out of $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
chef.
You know what? I'm gonna buy a Mega Millions ticket.
Me too.
And then and then if I win, you guys will never know because I'm still gonna be me, and nobody's ever gonna know about it.
You'd still do everything you're doing right now with $1 billion?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I wouldn't do. I definitely want to still do a podcast.
For sure.
And just because it's fun.
Absolutely.
And I would probably,
Yeah, I would maybe get my own radio network, but then I'd have to get people to listen to it.
Yeah, I'd buy the radio.
Yes, Sirius XM is mine now.
Yeah.
So you guys, and if anybody wins.
If anyone wins,
let us know.
Let us know and we'll sponsor you.
I have this cousin.
We'll give you a shout out.
The cousin of mine that was really, really successful.
Mm-hmm.
I have this cousin that was a start of one of the a really popular website.
Yeah.
But when that website took off, my mom was like, "You do not ask him for anything, Emma."
Yeah.
Because I wanted him to invest in one of my ideas. She was like, "Everybody bothers him. Don't bother him." And I fucking didn't.
Good for you. I mean, you shouldn't
in person.
Have.
I didn't, but I sent him a message on Facebook.
So funny, and he ignored it.
He ignored it, and then years later, he saw something, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just seeing this now. Are you still trying to create this website?" And I was like, "No, it's in the past."
You were like, "No, I already did it, and it's going great."
It was a bad idea too.
Of course it was. Oh, all of my ideas are so bad.
Oh, it was like rate the outfit, where it was people could go on and rate other people's outfits and then make anonymous suggestions on how they should change their outfit.
That's cute.
It's not that bad an idea.
That's actually cute.
Well, if anyone knows how to get it started.
Yeah. Okay. Are we ready for the first question? Okay. The title is, "Am I the side hoe? Please, God, help." This isn't God's email address, girl, but we'll help you out as much as we can.
I'll do prayer hands while we're listening.
Yeah. "Hey guys, I'm in a situation. The guy I'm hooking up with has a girlfriend, and I've always known this, but he claims that they're in an open relationship. I have always been aware of this, but I've also been hesitant that he's lying to me. Recently, he came out and said that she lives in Chicago, where we both live, and I was always under the impression that she was in school at Indiana. I don't know if he told me that or if I just stalked her Instagram and discovered it myself. Then he briefly mentioned that he would quote-unquote bet his life that she's not seeing anybody else. I feel like being in an one-sided open relationship is different when you're in different places, but since she's here, it's a huge red flag for me. My heart is saying that he's telling me the truth, but my friends all think he's cheating and that they're not open. Here are my propositions. 1, she knows it's breaking her. 2, she knows and gives 0 fucks. 3, she has absolutely no idea and he's cheating. 4, maybe they had an agreement when she was at school and he's pushing the boundaries. I don't know how to address this because I don't have feelings for him. The sex is good. I don't think I can start over with someone else because he knows how to get me off. Essentially, I want to talk to him, but I don't really know how much I'm really thinking about. I don't want him to know how much I'm really thinking about this because I've been there before and I cannot do that to another girl again. Then again, I am hesitant to know the truth. I feel like either way, I'm going to want to keep seeing him. I know I need to talk to him, but I want your opinions as to what the fuck I'm supposed to say. I'm 18, he's 21, and I really value him as a friend. I just moved here a couple of months ago, and I don't have too many friends here where I am yet. And I don't want to lose that with just one conversation. Does any of this make sense? I need help. My friends are sick of me talking about it. I don't know how to approach this without hurting someone. Oh, boy.
That sounds like a nice, respectful email, actually.
She's concerned. It seems to me, more so than anything, she doesn't want to be this...
She doesn't want to
hurt the other girl.
Yeah,
right.
Which is very nice.
That's very nice. And what do you know other than what he tells you? You hope that someone that you're sleeping with and hooking up with is telling you the truth, but a lot of times they don't.
Right.
Because they want to get what they want to get.
And I think people, I know we were talking about age the other day, that like it's all depends on the person, but I think that there is, and this actually could be totally wrong, but you know what? We said this when we weren't recording. I think a lot of times you think whatever age someone is, you put that as to where you were at. Because I was just going to say, I think when you're 21 or 18, you're more likely to like have the energy to lie.
Right.
But that's just because I did. I don't want to put that on all 21-year-olds.
Right.
I bet he's not lying, though.
I want to say, first and foremost, what I want to say is, you're 18, he's 21. Girl, he's 21 years old. There's no way he's the best sex of your life. There's no way he's gonna be the best sex of your life. He might be up until this point, but don't be like, oh, well, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to lose the sex. It's like, you'll find someone else that, you are sexually compatible with and even better than that guy. And you maybe have like a stronger connection where you will actually like this new person and all of that. So to me, that makes sex better in the first place, just if you have like if you really care about the person, you really like the person.
And if you can kind of at least pretend to think it's going somewhere, always makes it better, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, because then I don't know if that's like that for everybody, but then at least like you feel, I don't know, there's something special about that.
You're also more eager to make the other person happy and for the other person to make you happy. So it's kind of just, it's just better, in my opinion. But also I've been where she is, where you're like, oh, You've been with someone who said they were in an open relationship? Well, this is kind of different than that, but sort of also in the same vein. Although I don't necessarily, I had gone out with this guy a few times, and he told me that, actually, this is completely different. This is very different.
Let's hear it. But
now
it triggered
that I'm thinking
something.
about
it made you think of it.
I don't know why it made me think of it.
I might see the thread.
But I went out with him a couple times. He was like, he said he was... He said he was not seeing anybody, and he was like, I just want this like time to be like, just kind of dating and whatever. And then we talked for a while. We hung out a few times. We got along great.
Sex or no sex?
We got along great. We ended up having sex. After we had sex, it was like I was going away for like a couple weeks. He was going to like Japan for a couple weeks, and then but we kept in touch. And then one day I'm on Instagram and I see that he was tagged in an Instagram picture, and he was at his baby shower for his baby. Yep. Do you remember this?
Kind of, a little bit now, tiny bit.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So I was like, this motherfucker.
Oh, this must have been a while ago.
This was,
Oh, bad.
Yep.
Bad.
And he had told me like, oh, I just want to be free. And I'm like, what the fuck? So
because would that have raised a flag though if you...
So then I had found out that he was in an open relationship with this girl that he got pregnant.
Okay.
And they were both like, well, we're going to have the baby in our own separate ways. We're going to co-parent.
You're sure they were in an open relationship?
I'm sure they were in an open relationship. But I found that out from just like seeing shit on Instagram and like knowing like, okay, they're in an open relationship. But I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, how did you not mention that you guys had a kid?
How did you not mention that? And also,
a baby shower, too. Like, that means she was probably, like, pregnant when you first started talking.
She was, like, 8 months pregnant.
Damn.
She was, like, 8 months pregnant.
Wow.
And, like, I was like, the baby was about to be born. So, to me, I was like, even if you guys have an open relationship... She's 8 months fucing pregnant.
There's a lot going on in your life.
Keep your dick in your pants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Take a few months off from being an asshole.
Thank God they actually were in an open relationship, though, and he wasn't cheating on us.
I mean, they were in an open relationship, but still. You think she's going out hooking up with other guys 8 months pregnant?
That's why when with the Kevin Hart thing, when I remember when he was in trouble for cheating on his wife, that's when the only thing with that is I remember it was like her birthday and she's pregnant. Because for all we know, they could be in an open relationship. We don't really know what's going on behind closed doors.
I feel like a lot of celebrities are too.
Totally. That I was like, oof. And just that she was pregnant because I just was like, I pictured her being at home pregnant and then like he's out. And then I was like, what are you doing?
And that's how I felt. And I felt so bad that I'm like, oh, even though they are open, she's pregnant.
Right.
She's pregnant.
What did he have
with
to
his
say
baby.
for himself? Did you confront him?
I didn't say shit to him ever
again. Did he try to reach out?
Yeah.
And
he still does.
And he doesn't know.
I've never answered him.
Woo!
Because what was I going to do? I also couldn't be like, you're having a baby? Because I also feel like that's not nice. Like, I wouldn't want... Like, having a baby is an exciting thing. I wouldn't want to be, like, a bitch about someone having a baby.
Right. But it could be, like, I would have liked to have known that you... And he probably would have been like, well, I would have felt like then you wouldn't want to get... That's a real tough one.
Of course I would have felt like that. And let me feel like that. Don't be a shithead.
Yeah, give me all the info. You know what? For some reason, I feel like that this guy and girl are in an open relationship, and the girl doesn't care that he's like fucking around with other people.
It's also like, how do you?
Because he could have easily not even said he was. He could have easily said no. Maybe he's saying he's in an open relationship.
No, you can't really lie about being in a relationship anymore because
someone will find out.
Someone will find out with
Instagram.
Social media. It's like I did.
Right.
You know,
you're getting tagged. Yeah. Something. And girls always look at the tag. Because I never did that with the tag.
Yeah,
But then the art therapist will be like, oh, yeah, no, I know that because I saw that you were tagged and something.
Yeah,
and I was like,
we're looking at tag.
Right.
So, to me, it's like he could be... This all circles back to the thing I always say. Ask him.
Right.
Just ask him.
And I totally understand the fear of the ask, but it is true that it's always better.
It's true. Just whatever.
It's literally, it's taken me till I'm 32 to then in this past year being like, yeah, it is better to.
And maybe even say to him, listen, I don't want to hurt another woman, so can I talk to her?
Ooh!
Like in a weird way?
Yeah,
maybe that could be the answer.
Be like, I just want to make sure that we're on the same. What if the girl's like a bitch?
She's going to be a bitch. I mean, you're banging her boyfriend.
Right. Be like, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. And it's good you know that you don't have feelings for him. That's good. At 18, I could not compartmentalize that well. Yeah. If I was having sex with someone, I had feelings for them.
You seem really mature in a lot of ways.
And it's good you're not getting competitive with the girl.
Right. You're caring more about, like, her feelings, which is really nice because you want to know what? Who knows? That could have happened to this girl before where it's like, it's happened to me before and it's just the shittiest feeling.
I was with someone, they were in an open relationship and I was wondering what their partner was like. Because I was like, are they more like manly than me? What are they like?
Yeah. A guy that I dated told a girl that we were in an open relationship and we weren't. And then I found out and I told her.
Like, no, actually, when we weren't, did you take him?
No, I don't think they dated for very long.
How'd you find out he said that?
Because she told me.
Damn.
Because I found out about that, and then this is the only time I ever reached out to a girl, and I had reached out to her and said, hey, just so you know, we've been together, and blah, blah, blah. And she said, oh, well, he told me that,
One time when I was with someone a couple years ago, the person that I was with for a while, and then we didn't connect sexually, I started sex texting an ex of mine, and that ex knew I was with someone, and she was like, let's meet up, let's have sex. We had like phone sex, we were sexting, sex. And then when I ended up telling the girl that I was with, and then she got really upset, and then she reached out to the person that I had been like, and you know what though? She's like, the girl that said, your ex said that she had no idea that you were in a relationship. She said you lied to her. And I was like, I know you don't believe anything I have to say right now, but I promise on everything, she is a liar. And she like knew, like she knew. And I hope I don't, and she didn't believe me. Then we didn't talk for a long time. Because I was like, oh no, and I was like, also she's a master. The bad news ex I was sexting with is a master manipulator. She's evil. And she was like, so why were you talking to her then? And I was like,
It's like, God damn it, son of a bitch. Yeah, it's just hard because a relationship is hard enough. Then you're having an open relationship where you guys bring other people into your lives and into your you're sharing your feelings with other people. It's already hard enough being in something with one person.
Sure so it's like maybe if they all lived in different cities. But then even then it's going to crash and burn. It's going to crash and burn.
There's too many feelings involved for there to not be any feelings involved. You know what I'm saying?
If someone's in a successful open relationship, I would love to hear how you do it. Because I do actually know. I know someone from college whose aunt was in an open relationship. It was with a guy and another woman, and the three of them lived together, and they'd all been together like 30 years.
Wow.
I just remember that. Yeah, and they would like all come to their family Thanksgiving.
Hey, cool.
I don't think they had kids or anything, but they were like, in a way, that sounds more doable because it's like you're all in a relationship.
Right. That's like that.
Polygamy.
Yeah.
Because then it's like you become friends with the wives and stuff.
Right.
So you get another buddy around.
Yeah, it's true. And then you can both be mad at him at the same time and you'll never lose a fight.
Oh, God. That sounds like hell. That sounds like hell.
Okay.
She's going to back me up.
Next, let us know what happens with that. I think you should just talk to him about it, girl. I think just like... Tell him, listen, I don't want to hurt another woman, so if you could just be honest with me and tell me. And if he says, listen, I've been lying, I am cheating on my girl, don't still hook up with him.
Yeah, don't still hook up with him.
Don't still hook up with him. I know you're like,
Chicago's
the dick
a big
is bomb,
city.
Girl.
Chicago's a big city.
Yeah, you're fine.
And you're 18
fine.
and you just got there. Go on Tinder.
You're 18, you're going to find someone, within the next 3 people you hook up with, you're going to be like, oh, that's the best sex I ever had.
Totally.
I bet you.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, next one.
And that guy will always be there.
He'll always be there. He's probably going to linger until you get married, if I'm being honest. Okay. So, the next one is, the title is, Just a Hoe Who Got Her Heart Broken and Is Wondering How to Fix It. Okay. Pretty descriptive.
The self-talk.
Yeah. Hey, bitches. I recently discovered this podcast, and it couldn't have come at a better time in my life. It gives me great advice and laughs that I really, really needed. So here's my story.
Holler.
Over the summer, I was seeing a guy that I met from Tinder. We met up at my family's club in Boston and had a great first date. Wait, what?
I would like to come to your family's club in Boston.
What's a club?
I don't know.
Like a country club?
It could be any kind of club. Dance club, comedy club, country club. Wait, does it mean her family owns the club or they were just at the club?
I feel like they're club members.
A club my family belongs to would be the correct terminology.
My family's club.
Met at my family's club.
Well, let's see. Maybe there's more info.
If they have a club and a spa, we could do a live podcast at the club.
Yeah, please have us at your family's club.
Yeah.
We met up at my family's club in Boston and had a great first date. We danced all night, talked in between music sets. Oh, so you're rich. We danced all night.
No judgments. Good for you.
Talked in between music sets and had the most magical makeout session. Okay, so this is like a country club.
But did they dance at I've been to country clubs because I had this relative.
I've never been to it. What's it like?
I call everyone my aunt because my mom's family's so big. But my aunt Mitzi and her husband Harry were part of a fancy country club in Greenwich.
And I have a question.
They didn't live there, but they were a couple towns over, and we would like go in.
I've never been invited. It was really nice. I would love to go to a country club. That's so Pretty Woman. Like I would finally have my moment. You know what I'm saying? Like when she goes to the horse race and she has that.
There was no horses there.
Why were there no horses at the country
I don't know.
club?
But there was like pool, tennis courts. But the best thing I remember was you order all the food and then you put it on the person's tab.
Wow.
I know.
What kind of food did they have?
Onion rings. But then they had other like a fancy section.
They had, like,
but I was
oysters.
a little kid.
They probably had oysters.
I didn't get to go in that section.
I could see myself probably eating oysters at a country
Absolutely.
club later on in life.
Do you pay once a year though? Because I didn't know. I was like, oh, is the food free? But they're like, no, it goes in their tab. I'm going to Google it. See how much it costs to join a country club.
Also, wait. Tell us more about the club when you send us a
follow-up email.
Because also
dancing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want my family to have a dance club, though. That wouldn't go well for my family.
God, no.
My mom would be like, can we do Zumba?
Yeah.
Here?
Okay. So, good for you.
Yeah, good for you.
That you have a family club. I want to be invited to it.
How much to join a country club?
Please invite me to your family's club. Okay. The next week, we went out to eat and then for a walk in the Commons. Do you have a college?
No, wait.
Does your family own a college?
The Boston Commons.
This is... the Boston Commons.
Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't mean like a walk in the Commons with the commoners.
That's what I thought, the common
and
area.
Then we walked up. This is signed Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah. We talked for over 3 hours, and Ob were being a little freaky. We got to a bench and sat down, and this is so relatable. They sat on a bench. We got to a bench and sat down, and he told me he had just gotten out of a 4-year relationship in November. In parentheses, we were in the summer, and was still living with his ex because of a lease issue and was moving out in the fall. He then told me he wanted to keep hanging out with me, but didn't want to commit. At first, I was like, what the fuck, man? But then I realized after we talked, I realized I wasn't ready for a relationship either, and that this seemed like the perfect plan. Every week from there on out, we went on dates in the city and had and had our what we would call bench talk for hours, which included vent and makeout sessions. That's very cute. One of the last nights we went out, he told me that I fucked him up in a good way and that he was now not sure what he wanted. Explaining further, he told me he was looking to possibly commit and loved hanging out with me and developed hardcore feelings. When we went out one more time after that, he then moved out of his apartment into a new one. That night we celebrated and went out for ice cream and talked for hours. The next week, he asked me if I wanted to sleep over and he would cook me dinner. I then went and bought him a housewarming gift, a new bra and underwear, and I even, in all capital letters, even shaved my legs. I was getting ready to leave and he called me and basically said he was confused with his life and cut the ties. I haven't heard from him since. I've never been so heartbroken in my life and we weren't even dating. So my question is, do I have the right to be upset and how do I get over this? Sincerely, that hoe that got her heart broken.
First of all, she did nothing hoish.
You did not. You're not a hoe.
I mean, not at all.
You're not a hoe.
Even if you were giving him hand jobs on the bench while venting, still not really
even if
hoish.
it was the HJ bench.
Yeah, because considering how much talking you're doing.
I mean, that's a lot of talking.
That's a lot of. I don't
Hoes
see
don't talk that much.
No.
Hoes don't talk that much.
I'd say 5 minutes to 1 hour of sexing, maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But something doesn't seem quite right. Either if when you want your ex to move out, you get them out.
He's back with the ex.
He's back with the ex, but then if he was really trying to cheat, he would have found a way to fuck her.
Well, no,
something doesn't seem right.
I think that when he moved out with the ex, but there are sometimes issues where you break up with someone and they linger.
I had that.
You did.
I had that for months, and then finally I got them out. But I slept with other people in that time.
Right.
You find a way.
But I'm saying
no one wants to go talk and have ice cream and vent and stuff if they're actually attracted to the person.
But then when he moved out,
then he could have had
with
sex.
The ex's house. They probably were like, they're probably hanging out again. That's what I think.
But why would he want to spend all that time? As from the real man one person, we could see what Chris thinks too. A guy's not going to want to talk to a girl that much and not at least get to have sex one time.
But you always want what you can't have.
Right.
So you're in the relationship with the ex. You're still living together. You meet this great girl. You guys are going out. You get along great.
All that
you're
talk
hooking
time.
up and
venting?
you're talking. But then when reality hits, when you move out of your ex's apartment and you get your own place, you're like, fuck. Well, I have this. This is right in front of me. And now I'm confused because I missed this.
Which was a good thing for him to do, to not have her over and have sex with her. Because don't you think he would want to at least have sex with her one time?
What do you think of future baby daddy's weighing in?
So, can you guys hear me?
He has to be gay
I don't
or
know if I
something's
can
going
hear
on.
you.
Something isn't just, unless I'm a total dirtbag man one, something does not seem right there.
Yeah, he's I don't know, this seems weird because like me personally, I would
that amount of talking.
Yeah, like
it's
venting
so much talking
on a bench. You could have talked to your friend.
Yeah,
pretty much. So there's substitutions for that. But me personally, I would, if I spend that amount of time on somebody, like we getting busy after that.
Yeah, absolutely. You're investing.
Yeah. You got to see what the sex is like too before you're gonna lose interest. Like you're gonna come over and he could have had sex and then didn't. Something's up.
Something's up. So do you think you agree with me that he's back with the ex after he moved out?
He's definitely back with the ex.
But then why wouldn't he? He still could have tried to fuck her.
He still could have done it. But from familiar, I don't know how to say that word. Being familiar with certain shit is that's really comforting. So
yeah,
I guess certain people like to do
that. That's true.
All that time though.
That's trash.
Because it's the thing that you're not supposed to do.
Which I get that, but I would think he would still cross that line.
Yeah, but also who knows if he was even honest with her.
Maybe he was emotionally cheat. He was definitely, I was talking about we were talking about how they said they would rather have their person emotionally cheat than physically cheat, which I thought was interesting because normally people would feel more comfortable with someone physically cheated instead of emotionally cheating.
I don't want anybody fucking cheating. Why do you have to cheat?
Right, yeah, no cheating.
Why do you have to cheat?
Right.
To me, it sounds like he's back with the ex. Like Chris is saying, you're familiar with this person, you miss this person, and there's no such thing as a breakup that's like, I never want to see you again. And then boom, after 4 years, you're going to see, oh, did I make a mistake? Maybe we can try and work this out one last time. And then it probably goes on for another couple months, and then you're like, I fucking hate you, and I never want to see you again.
Yeah,
and then it's really
drama.
Over. Yeah. So to me, it's like you didn't do anything wrong. You do have a right to be upset.
That's so much talking, and then also for you, that's a lot of time.
And it's your feeling. So he manipulated you into thinking. And also, like, something that stuck out just now, like, to me about this is like, she was like, oh, well, when he told me he didn't want a relationship, I realized I didn't want one either. It's like, no, you didn't.
You wanted to say what he wanted. You thought he wanted to hear,
what he wanted to say. Because then when he told you, oh, I might want to commit, you then agreed with him.
Right, which everybody's been there. Everybody's been there. But like, oh, what do you want? What are you in the mood for? Oh, yeah, me too.
Same.
Oh, you changed your mind? Oh, but so did I.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I've done it.
Yeah.
And that's why
that doesn't feel good.
That's why it has stuck out to me. That's why it just stuck out to me in this email, because it's like, oh no, you may have, he manipulated you.
He told, and all that time you're sitting venting on a bench?
Girl.
That is very weird.
Oh, girl.
Is he using you for the family's club? Which you're not going to believe how much a country club costs.
How much does it cost? $100,000?
Yes, that's crazy. I didn't think that old money country clubs, I don't know how you decide who's old money and new one. Old money country clubs have some of the strictest membership requirements, since membership is often based on heritage. What does that mean?
How about this? Stop inviting this guy to your club.
Heritage and social connections. It can cost anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million to join.
That's not true.
And yearly dues are usually between $100,000 and $300,000.
That's not true.
And they definitely have country clubs that are like $100 a year too.
No, they don't.
I think they do.
Why would they do that?
In Deer Isle, Maine, I remember there is a country club in Deer Isle, because I remember going there to I took a tennis class with my friend.
Okay.
But it was real dumpy.
At a country club?
I think it was a country club. Maybe it was just a tennis court.
It seems like it was a tennis court.
But you could get food there and
stuff. Some homeless guy was like, give me $100. You were like, okay, this is a great deal. They're usually $1 million.
Club. I wonder if we could join one now.
I'm not joining one. I have no interest in joining one unless I'm going as this girl's guest. And listen, if you have us as a guest at your country club,
we'll behave.
And we're not gonna break your heart. We're not gonna break your heart.
Mar-a-Lago is $200,000, so that's actually got to be like one of the more expensive ones. So that other one is
definitely like that's like where the president goes.
Mar-a-Lago, and then it costs $5,000. Wait. Okay, there's another one. The Bluefish.com, a luxury concierge service, $5,000 to $25,000.
Okay, well, we're not joining a country club. We're not joining a country club.
And even if I could, I don't think I'd want to.
I wouldn't want to either, unless it's, again, at this girl's country club.
Yeah, or I get spa services.
I think that cut this guy off.
He's a loser.
He's a loser. He doesn't, I mean, this sounds so cliche.
He's wasting
to be like,
your
he
time.
doesn't deserve you, but he really doesn't.
Yep.
And it's also... This is something that I also want to say that I really always feel.
He's really acting like a girl right now. Even I know that's totally problematic and wrong of me to say.
He's acting like an asshole.
Okay, that's what the right thing to say was. Yeah, because he's doing all this talking because he's not having his shit sorted out.
Yeah.
The normal guy one would have just had sex and bounced.
Which I don't know what's worse. I mean, to me, to get
both
someone
equally awful.
To get someone emotionally involved in you and then to bounce is the worst thing
awful.
Ever. But
because it's so much more confusing.
Right. But I do want to say something. I want to say stop giving people things that they don't deserve.
Yeah.
Period. If you like are follow his footsteps. If he's taking a step, then you take the step. If he's taking a step back, you take the step back. Don't go out and buy someone gifts and shave your legs and get a new bra and all this shit. And this person doesn't deserve you in the first place.
But she didn't know then that he didn't deserve her.
He's never made that much of an effort for you, so why are you doing that for him? Period. That's how I feel. You're not happy with what I'm saying.
No, I'm agreeing with you, but it
you're
seems
shaking
like,
your head.
No, that was a nod. I was going,
Oh, I thought you were going,
Could you imagine? I was like, oh no.
Oh no. We start fighting, the podcast gets canceled.
I was nodding forward. He was shitty. It would have been yeah, I agree with it. Oh, but this was the first time that he showed he was super, super shitty, except he should have been clear about why he was still living with the ex.
Just keep in mind, for moving forward, if someone is saying, I don't want to commit, then if you're cool and you don't have feelings for this person and you're not attached to them emotionally and not doing all this fucking talking.
Yeah, venting.
Stop talking to these people. Stop talking to them. If you want to hook up with them, hook up with them. If he's like, I don't want to commit. But don't develop an emotional attachment to this person and like romanticize them as like, oh, one day we're going to be together. He doesn't want it now, but I'm going to show him how great I am. That's not how it works. If you want to hook up with someone,
and they were making out. So they're making out.
Yeah, you're making out.
That sucks.
You're making out. Don't give him
the most emotional commitment.
I've done that before where I'm like you give someone all the girlfriend things and then it's like, why would they commit to you?
Right.
Like you're talking to them. I had this guy that I was talking to for a while and we got along great. We had great conversation. And then I was like, why the fuck am I doing this? You can't have that. you're not my boyfriend.
Because he was doing it in a boyfriend way.
Yeah, you're not my friend, and you're not my boyfriend. So why do you get this good, this like energy?
It's so transparent too when someone just wants that check-in emotional support, because it's like, no, you check in with your best friends or your girlfriends that regularly, not some new person that's just trying to like force this emotional connection because they don't want to be alone.
Yeah,
that's like he shouldn't have been taking your venting time or family club dancing time.
Yeah,
her family must have so much stuff she didn't even realize that it's unusual to say my family's club.
She must have a lot of people in her life that have clubs also.
Right.
Okay, so let us, of course, every email we're like, follow up.
Please follow up. And let us know if we're interpreting the club right.
Yeah, maybe also, it's like, we need more info on the club.
Yeah, because maybe that's just like, maybe it's like she's super Italian or something. And she's like, my family's club.
No, I don't have a club.
Because where they all the family's clubs hang out?
Yeah, hang out and dance?
Right.
Where?
No, true.
Yeah.
True. That sounds like my idea of hell.
That's fucking sounds like so much fun.
If my well, I guess if it was like I don't know. If my family had a club, it'd be dramatic.
We're going to go to the next one. Ready? Just so we could do one more before we biz out.
FMK.
Okay. How to be prude in 2018 is the title of the email. Hi, ladies. Secret Keepers Club is my favorite podcast. Listening to you makes me feel so empowered to go after what I want and stop wasting times and feeling on thoughts. I love that. That's actually like the funniest thing ever. Stop wasting time and feelings on thoughts.
What does thought stand for exactly?
That hoe over there.
Oh, got it.
We love a thotty. We love a thotty. Okay. Anyway, I reached a point in my life that I realized I can't really separate sex from feelings anymore. If I sleep with a guy and it doesn't work out, I get into a funk and get hurt. To avoid this, I'm trying to not sleep with someone until we're exclusive or actually boyfriend and girlfriend. But I feel like no one does this anymore or would stick around that long without sex. Am I wrong for that? Also, how or when should I bring that up into dating someone? Thanks, Queens. P.S. Thank you, Carly, for the Rust aluminum foil coke hack. It turned a thrift store lamp only a moth could love to West Elm quality. So thank you so much.
Was a great hack. That was great. Did you see this hack?
I found a chair in the garbage can that was covered in rust, and then I showed everyone on Instagram how to get rid of the rust with diet soda and aluminum foil. Thank you.
Yeah, that was a good hack.
Yeah.
And then you scrub it off, and then I've got some over the summer. I'm gonna do that for some stuff with my mom, and she's gonna like lose her shit.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Because at first she'd be like, "Why are you putting soda on the thing?"
Yeah,
and I'll be like, "Give me a minute."
Yeah, it's also really scary. I like stopped drinking soda after that.
Yeah,
because it's like if that gets rust off of like pipes, maybe don't drink it.
Right.
So okay, I think it's great that you know that you can't separate sex from feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
I think that's a huge thing to learn about yourself.
Because everyone usually, at least for a phase, tries to pretend that they're like super cool and can do it. And it's
right.
But it's really hard. I would want to know if I have sexual chemistry with someone before we start being girlfriends. But I would be happy if I would be totally down if someone was like, "Oh, I'm not having sex with anyone else," and like I am looking for something. So like I'm not. Are you seeing other people? I'd be totally cool with talking about that.
Yeah, I think it's important to talk about it, and I actually think this is a great idea where you're like, okay, I don't want to like do this shit anymore.
Right.
Like I want to know if. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be exclusive before you have sex with someone. I think it's actually really nice. And
what
then
if you
you're
start
not
having
worried?
sex and you don't like each other, but then you
just break
end
up.
It. Right.
Then you just end it, and it is what it is, and you tried, and you'll find the right person eventually.
And you'll probably end it quicker. You're probably gonna not waste each other's time too, because then you're gonna not be like sidetracked by all these other people.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So I think probably bring it up. I don't know. I mean. Maybe not it depends on where it is.
Because you can still kiss.
Depends on where you're at.
On the first date, you could kiss and be like, "I'm so attracted to you," but like I'm just like trying to take things a little slower.
And I bet he'll respect that.
Right.
Whoever you're hooking up with will be like, "Okay, cool."
You could be like, "I'm trying to get to know you."
There's nothing wrong with it. And if a guy is like, "Oh, you want me to wait until we're official?" Bye, then let him go.
Right.
Because bye.
And if it seems like that actually makes him more interested, also be careful because then he might just be trying to see how quickly he can get you to have sex.
Right.
But that'd be a real demon.
Wait until you feel comfortable. And I would just tell him about it when it brings itself up, because eventually it's going to be like you're making out and you're at your apartment and it's a good time to have sex, but you're like, hey, listen, I'm not ready to do this. I've done that before, and
it's great.
It's great.
Oh, it's
but
great.
Girl, here's my secret.
Let's hear it.
Okay, when you want to make sure, because also sometimes you go into it being like, I'm not sleeping with this person, and then 25 minutes later you're like, I lost my virginity,
right?
And because every time you do it, you're a virgin. So every time I've ever not wanted to hook up with a guy purposely, I will not. Because you like him,
not because you're not attracted to him.
No, because I like him, or because I want to wait a certain amount of time, or just like whatever. I'm not ready yet, and I know that like once you're in that like the heat of the moment,
totally, but you still want to make out, right?
So here's what I do: I don't shave my legs. Or
a trap for yourself, like a speed bump.
Yep. Or my vajayjay.
Yeah.
Because I know a guy would be like, who cares?
Right.
But I wouldn't be
You're not going to feel good, right?
Yeah. I don't feel sexy if I don't feel like I'm all,
you're booby trapping yourself.
You're booby trapping yourself. And it has helped me in the long run.
What do you say to the guy, though?
I'm not ready.
Right.
They don't know.
Right.
And you're not ready.
You're not ready, so it's a reminder.
Yeah, you chose to not shave your legs, but there's been times where you're in the heat of the moment and you're like, oh, well, I wasn't going to do this, but now I'm gonna, because it's like, you can't.
And then now it's like, I can't.
And then, exactly, it's like, I'm a virgin.
I can't. I have that underwear with the key.
Yeah.
So,
chastity,
sorry.
Chastity belt.
If someone gives you a hard time when you want to have sex, too, I love waiting. I really like waiting to have sex. The last person I was with that was like, no, let's have sex right now was the goddamn Canadian. And then she was full of shit. If people are trying to rush into it, then...
Yeah, there's nothing... I mean, we're all adults here.
Right.
We've all had sex before. If you really like someone, it doesn't matter how long you have to wait. And you being like... It's so funny because it's just such a thing now that dating is so different now that it's almost like expected. Like, we hung out 3 times. It's like, well, that's may not be a lot of times for someone. So just wait until you feel comfortable. I've also been on dates with guys like 5 or 6 dates. And I'm like, I feel like I wouldn't want to have sex with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There were so many people where we had sex like after like the first or second date.
Yeah.
And then
it's just different now. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, don't put that much pressure on yourself to say, oh, well, I have to tell a guy the first date that I don't want to have sex. It's like, don't feel like that's expected of you. You're giving him too much power at that point.
My old roommate did that where when she decided that she was looking for something serious, she said right at the first date, she would be like, what are you looking for? Because like, I eventually like want to get married and have kids. So like, is that something? And that was too soon. She was like, because that's too, but she had just like had enough of it. And then she was like, it scares people off 100% of the time. And I was like, I get that because you're going into it seeming frustrated.
Well, you're going into it also like, hey, I'll take what I can get. Do you want to get married? Because I do.
Right.
So
I didn't actually think of that.
You know what I'm saying? It's
she's
kind of
really
like
cute and has like a good, she likes cute and like likes her job and has hobbies and stuff.
To me,
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
you're right.
That's kind of what that sounds like to me. Like, I'm just looking for anyone to get married. So how do you feel about marriage? You know, it just doesn't make the guy feel special in any type of way.
It's very business, like New York, like in your 30s, business transaction-y. Like, what are you looking for? This is what I want. But that's before you've even been like, what do you think of this restaurant?
Before you've even like seen each other's butts.
Right.
You know?
Let me see your butt.
You got to see the butt. Before you get married.
See if he likes the Cheesecake Factory, too.
Or what he orders at the Cheesecake Factory.
If someone doesn't like the Cheesecake Factory, that is just in crazy town.
First of all, the Cheesecake Factory is so fancy.
It's so good. It really is. Is that a country club? Could they turn that in? It does feel like a country club. That's what I picture.
No, it feels like Italy.
Yes, I love the Cheesecake Factory. It's so fun.
The Cheesecake Factory, like the fact
they give you the coffee in the glass.
It's like
glass
the
coffee
Sistine
cup.
Chapel.
It really is.
The painting on the wall, I'm like, wow.
The ceilings are always so high.
I know. I'm like, am I dressed up enough to be here? Every time I go in, I'm like, I'll have 9 mudslides and a fucking fried avocado. They have these fried avocado bites that are so good. And you dip it. It's like, what's the point in it even being avocado? Make it like fried like chicken, because
I love the fried avocado.
The fact that it's avocado doesn't make it healthy.
Right.
You're dipping it in like mayo.
But the texture. I don't even know if I've ever ordered cheesecake there. I'll have a bite of it. That's not what I get. I don't really
like cheesecake, if I'm being honest.
I don't mind it. It's too much. After the dinner, it's too much.
Can I tell you something?
Please.
And this might be, this might cause a rift between me and some listeners.
Oh, boy.
Because people are adamant about it, but I don't like I don't like cheesecake. I think it's offensive.
You don't like it.
I think it's offensive to call it cake because it's not cake. It's like something, but it's not cake.
Wait.
Cake?
I kind of see what you're saying, and you're about to hurt my brain.
This is
because there's no frosting on it.
There's no frosting on it, and there's no actual
never thought of
cake. Where's the cake? It has a crust. I'll give it that, but let's not get crazy now and start calling it a cake.
Then?
It's cheese. It's not a cake. It's cheese in a pie crust. It's a
pie. It's an enlarged pie. Cheese pie.
Cheese pie factory is at least more like. Don't go ahead. Don't call it cake. It's not cake.
Isn't a cake because I've always thought of it as a cake.
It's not a cake, Emma.
Does cake have to have frosting to be a cake? I can kind of see that it might. I really see what you're saying. Actually,
cake has frosting and cake has
layers.
Fucking cake.
Yeah, you're right.
Like
there's no
cake.
There's no actual cake.
There's no cake in it.
Yeah.
How are you calling it cake when it's just mushy?
Cheese,
because
it's like a sugar sweet dessert, but it's not a pie cake.
It's cheese in a pie crust.
It's cheese
in a pie crust. Let's call it that. Cheese in a pie crust factory.
Because you have to have. Yeah, there's no cake in it. I feel violated and lied to and robbed by that company and the whole institution.
The whole institution.
That as you were saying it, my brain was seeing it, and it was like hurting my brain. Like I felt
it's
like
not
all these
cake.
Like screws coming loose.
It's a pie at best. Okay,
because I like the way cheesecake tastes.
I fucking hate cheesecake, and it's disrespectful to call it
I've always really
cake.
Liked it.
It's disrespectful to cake to say that is cake. It's not cake.
And you couldn't like just put cake on there and put frosting on there because frosting on the cheesecake filling is too much. I tried it one time.
And you want to know what? I kind of really don't even like pies that much.
I love pie.
I'm okay with I don't hate pie as much as I love cheese, quote unquote, cake.
You like pie more than the cheese pie.
Right.
Cake.
Yeah. I like an apple pie, like a blueberry.
Or what about a lemon meringue?
To me,
I love lemon meringue. I love the meringue.
I ate lemon meringue pie the other day, actually.
I love
at this
lemon
Italian
meringue.
place, but it was fine.
Oh, I think it's so fun. I love the meringue. I love how it's like I love the shape of it when you like move it apart.
I'm getting upset.
I know. Well, you really are onto something.
Thank you. It's more of like I
almost want to get this out to the public like right away. Like maybe
I feel like
we should
it might
put this
be an
episode out
emergency.
next. Yeah, like people might need to know.
It really might be an emergency. It's just kind of like I find it offensive.
It's so tricky too
because
of the glorious food that they have there, but now it's like something doesn't feel right.
It's tainted. It's tainted.
Well,
we have a fuck, marry, kill that was from the girl that said, "I'm just a hoe who got her heart broken." And then okay, so her fuck, marry, kill was pizza, wings, fries. We're getting a lot of food fuck, marry, kills, which I quite enjoy.
We did one with wings before, right?
I believe so. Yes,
definitely.
Yeah, I think that may have been one of the first episodes.
Yeah, but it had nachos as well.
Yeah, so I would say. I want to marry pizza because I know for a fact I'll never get sick of pizza.
And you can put tons of different things on it.
Yeah, pizza, the possibilities are endless. Even if I fucking love pizza. But
wings are so good.
Wings are good. I would fuck, oh God, if I'm marrying
how
pizza,
could you kill
what
fries?
am I fucking? Well...
I wish I hadn't used my one where I said I could kill myself.
Yeah, you already used that one.
I kind of want to use it again.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
Because if they had said onion rings, that would have made it easier. Because I like onion rings, but I could have killed them.
Right, and also if you're having fries, you don't need onion rings.
Right.
Okay, I guess
You can't kill wings.
You know what? I think I have to kill wings. I really do think I have to kill wings.
The pie and fries are a tiny little bit, like a little bit similar. Tiny-ish.
What do you mean?
Like the fry is like you could like it's a little more versatile than a wing. Like a wing is such a unique little entity.
So you think that I should kill fries?
God damn!
What are you doing?
This bitch is playing hardball.
She really is playing hardball.
She didn't come to play.
She did not come to play at the country
I don't know
club.
because I can't kill pizza.
No, I'm marrying pizza. That's no doubt. It's just who am I fucking?
I think I'd have to marry wings. Because I would be so excited to see wings every day. I love wings.
Yeah, but I don't.
You think you get old?
I don't want to be that person right now to bring it up. But would you get diarrhea if you ate wings every day, Emma? Honestly. Would you maybe get diarrhea?
Do they cause diarrhea? I might get more diarrhea with. I might get it with the pizza because the cheese.
Because the cheese. Okay,
but pizza's
cheese
so
doesn't
versatile.
Get me. Pizza's versatile.
Pizza's so versatile. You can have pizza with anything. So many different meals.
And I guess wings. You can have barbecue wings. You can have spicy wings. You can have like garlic wings.
Right. But pizza's like that's like a real meal, and then the wings and the fries are the sides.
Yeah, pizza. I could eat breakfast, lunch, dinner for the rest of my life. So I'm marrying pizza. Pizza's my soulmate.
Pizza's great.
You know, I'm not trying to ever not eat pizza. So if you're ever like, hey, what are you in the mood for? I'm always gonna say pizza. I never would say anything else. Really, that's like my go-to.
Do you like the Chicago deep dish?
I like everything.
I like that. I like thin crust though.
I eat like Elio's pizza, like the frozen shit that you used to eat when you were a kid. Like I still have those in my freezer for when I come home drunk. So
yeah, those I
never stopped. Yeah, any pizza's a good pizza, even if it's an English muffin pizza.
Love English muffin pizza.
It's so easy. It's so. I mean, sign me up. For
and when
pizza.
you think about each ingredient, it's not that awful for you.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I think I would marry wings, have sex with pizza, and then kill fries. I guess I don't feel good. I
think I have to kill fries too.
That sucks.
I know. I'm gonna marry pizza. I'm gonna fuck wings because wings. It's like you want to fuck
them.
They're
so fun. Yeah.
You want to fuck them.
They're asking for it.
Yeah,
they're at the bar.
They're bad. They're like the bad boy. Yep. Like, oh, you see those wings over there? I know I shouldn't, but I want to.
Pull it up on the Harley.
Yeah, pulling up on the Harley, all spicy and shit.
Yeah.
Also, we do have to say the wing dip is top notch.
Oh, I love wing dip.
Anything I can dip, I'm fucking, you guys.
Yep,
I don't know if you remember that about me, but anything I can dip into another dressing or something like that, I want.
Give me that dip.
When I eat, I want my hands all over the table. I want to
just
be dipping in all different spots.
Had a bad dip? There's like a few different dips and like they're all great, and then there's one when you're like, what the hell was that dip?
No, I've never had a bad dip, I don't think, in my life.
I did it. I don't know if the mayonnaise had gone bad or what. But there was 3 dips and I was like cooking. I was like doing them all, and then one of them I was like
when I was in Boston, I ate chicken, which I haven't eaten in a really long time, but
This most recent time in Boston?
Yes, last weekend. I forgot to order food before the last show. So when I got off stage, I was like, is the kitchen still open? There was nowhere else to eat, like in the place.
Right, the club's a little isolated.
Yeah. So I was like, is the kitchen still open? And they were like, the only thing we have is chicken fingers and fries. And I was like, okay, whatever.
So
like,
be it.
Who cares?
Right.
I mean, I don't normally eat meat, but whatever. If it's the only thing, I'm not going to fucking torture myself. So the guy goes, okay, do you want a dip? I go, yeah. And he goes, what dip do you want? I go, give me all of them. So he gave me 6 different dips, and I was walking out of the club so happy. He gave me
ranch.
This is what started the whole debate that I had on Twitter about how honey mustard is the best dip.
I like the buffalo sauce more than honey mustard.
He gave me hot sauce. He gave me ranch, honey mustard, barbecue. What else was there? Like something that shouldn't have been a dip
with
for
how
chicken
many
fingers.
nuggets?
It was like blue cheese.
It
was fingers. It was not nuggets.
Fingers?
It was fingers. It wasn't nuggets.
Over 5 or 6?
It was It was like about 4.
See, that's a lot of dip.
With fries? That's not
right.
I used all the dip.
Yeah, good for you.
There was not one sign of dip.
You put the
by
dip
the time
to
I
work.
was finished. Yeah.
What dip?
Yeah. So I went through this whole debate on my Twitter about how honey mustard is really the best dip.
Honey mustard you never get sick of, but man, I love wing dip.
You mean what?
I love hot sauce and I love ranch. I love
hot sauce
and
ranch together. Yeah, I'm not a blue cheese person, but I like ranch. I like ranch. I am okay with ranch.
Yeah.
But if I'm just eating chicken fingers and french fries, fucking honey mustard, get it in me.
You'd rather have honey mustard than ketchup?
Yes.
I love
Are you a psycho?
ketchup. I love ketchup so much.
Emma.
Everything is just a vehicle for ketchup. I have to be a little sick of ketchup for me to start eating honey mustard, but I love honey mustard. But I love ketchup too. Honey mustard is more classy though.
I like ketchup, but I'm not I don't love ketchup.
You don't get excited for it?
I love honey mustard. And also, I want to talk about this, and I don't want to offend anybody. Barbecue sauce is not even in my top 5 sauces.
I actually totally agree.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
I thought you peg me as a barbecue sauce girl.
Because you know what it is? I like barbecue, and I like A1 sauce, and I love chicken wings, but when I get, instead of barbecue sauce, I'll get like the sauce they put on the wings. I'll get like the hot sauce and use that as barbecue sauce. Because barbecue sauce is like sweet and tangy.
I love hot sauce. I
love hot sauce.
I go through hot sauce and soy sauce once a month.
I love
a big bottle of
Frank's hot sauce is so good.
Frank's hot sauce is my second favorite.
What's your favorite one?
I really like my number one hot sauce. And you know I fucking love hot sauce. I love hot sauce. So I have like probably 5 hot sauces.
And Carly can handle really hot sauce.
Yeah.
I can only handle a little bit more than Frank's. Because Frank's is pretty watered down. Frank's plus like 4 is right.
Frank's is a good hot sauce,
so
though.
Good.
Tapatio and Sriracha are my 2. Even though Sriracha isn't even hot to me, that's how I burnt my taste buds off throughout the years. It's actually tastes sweet to me.
Wow.
But Tapatio is up there. And then Frank's. But anyway,
there we have it.
If you like barbecue, I tweeted this like out, and I was talking about how honey mustard is the best one. If barbecue sauce is your favorite sauce, what are you doing?
I understand it. That's a personal preference thing.
No, it's not. It's a psycho.
They've got something wrong.
You're
with
a psycho. Think about all the sauces. Chris, what's your favorite sauce?
I don't want you to dislike
He's all nervous.
Oh,
You're
no.
gonna fucking say barbecue sauce?
I gotta go with the barbecue sauce.
You love it?
I love
it. It is really good. It's not like a bad sauce.
I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not even in my top 5.
I can understand how it'd be someone's top one.
You don't like hot sauce?
Honestly, nah.
What?
Even Frank's?
I can't stand the smell of it either.
What?
I
love the smell of it.
What about not taters.
What about cheese? Cheese is a sauce.
I shouldn't have cheese at all, but I love cheese.
You're lactose intolerant?
I might be.
What's the side they put with?
I thought we were gonna.
What's the one they have with the clams? Tartar sauce?
Oh, tartar
Do you guys
sauce.
Like that? I love tartar sauce.
I kind of like tartar sauce.
I love tartar sauce.
I mean, if I never had it again, I wouldn't care.
I used to eat so much of it when I was a kid, and my brother would
tartar
make fun
sauce
of me.
is so gross.
I loved it when I was
What
little.
is it, like clam juice and fucking relish?
It's relish and mayonnaise, and I used to order it so much that I would ask my brother to order it for me at restaurants, so it didn't look like I was ordering it all myself, and then he betrayed me. The waitress came over and she was like, "Oh, more tartar sauce?" And I was like looking down, and he went, "It's not for me, it's for her. She's like likes it too much." And I was like,
I mean, that's too much.
Wiley! And then I was like, "I don't want any more," and then I didn't eat it for a while.
You're anti now. See, I can't.
He shamed me.
Oh. Well, you guys, let us know. I mean, now I guess I have to accept people who love barbecue sauce because future baby daddy / Chris loves barbecue sauce. So he just threw that at me like I'm supposed to just be okay with it, but I'll have to be okay with it. Okay, you guys keep sending us emails at secretkeepersclub@gmail.com. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to us. You guys are the best, and you're so loyal, and you're so pretty, and you're like the best. So thank you. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you, guys.